So I know that Perfect Zero even hasn't even released in the States yet. Ascended Heroes, it should be out or dropped relatively soon whenever I upload this, but I want to talk about the set that comes after, or one of the cards, or some of the cards that come after in our set that comes out in May, called Chaos Rising, or in Japan, it's going to be Ninja Spinner. And the main card I want to start talking about is Mega Greninja EX that got revealed. This card looks insane. If the ability is, once it's in the active spot, if you can discard a water energy from your hand, you can place six damage counters, not damage, like not deal a certain amount of damage, 6 damage counters onto any one of your opponent's Pokemon. It doesn't specify active. Maybe it'll change that with translations, but for now, it's on whichever Pokemon you choose. You can put 6 damage counters on it, and then the attack only costs 2 water energy, 120 damage. But if you decide to put a water energy back that is attached to the Greninja into your hand, it does 80 more, hitting for 200. And this whole set seems to be themed around water, or the main better cards. You have Bug Catching Net that helps put water energies and water Pokemon back into your deck. You can run that with Super Rod or like Lana's Aid. And then the supporter AZ, which I hope gets a full art or an illustration rare. I'll do my boy AZ some justice. Also looks crazy. You can play it and you switch a bench Pokemon with your active. And if that active Pokemon that gets switched out is an EX, it's 80 damage. Which could be really good in some decks that are focused on tankiness. And then even the Beedrill that got showed off, the not Mega Beedrill, the Beedrill EX, for 1 grass energy, it does 110 damage, and then it stacks 110 more damage for each Beedrill in play. It doesn't specify Beedrill EX or anything, just Beedrill. So if you can find some other 1-price Beedrills or something like that, you could run a pretty good Beedrill deck. But I just wanted to talk about this. Gerninja looks crazy. I wonder how he's going to fare with, or how Greninja's going to fare with the Terra Fighting Greninja that was in Twilight Masquerade. I've been playing that deck, it's really fun. I forgot to add that Ninja Spinner has been confirmed to bring in new Megas, like from Legends ZA, such as Mega Dragalge, and spoiler alert, if you haven't played it, it's been out for a few months, you've probably seen it. You've probably seen the card got leaked. The Mega Eternal Flower Floette, I'll throw up a picture wherever. But I wonder what other Megas will be in the set. I also have read that the next 2 sets, one will probably be focused on Mega Rayquaza, and the other one, based off the Japanese names, which I'll throw up here, could be very big spoilers. Very big spoilers. Spoiler warning. Could be focused around Mega Darkrai, which would be crazy, because I have no idea what the ability or whatever it could do, whatever it could be. But I would love to see Mega Darkrai. And the Mega Rayquaza focus set, I've heard talkings mainly around with some friends and people at local card shops that it's going to be a Ruby and Sapphire like version of Black Bolt White Flare, which would be very interesting. I would be so down for that. But yeah, the other Kalos starters are going to be in Ninja Spinner as well. Hopefully we'll get them in Chaos Rising. But Braxton, or no, not Braxton, Delphox. Delphox, the final evolution, is Fennekin. Its ability is pretty decent. It could be good in some fire decks, maybe Armor Rouge, even so. But its ability, if you discard a fire energy from your hand, you draw until you have 7. Kind of like a smaller version of Professor's Research. Then Chestnut, its ability is whenever it takes damage, even if it is knocked out, you put, I believe it's 3 damage counters per energy attached to that Pokemon. And that makes me wonder. It makes me wonder if it will be stackable with Meganium, which would count for 2. So you could technically put 18 damage counters on something if you have I believe it's 3 energies, and you have Meganium, which would make it 6. And it also is 160 and Retreat Lock on Chestnut, which, oh gosh, I hate playing against Retreat Lock. But, oh yeah, and then the special water energy. These upcoming sets have been special energies and everything. Special fighting, acts like a mist energy. I'm definitely going to be putting that in my Cynthia's Garchomp deck. And then the special water energy. Whatever Pokemon that is attached to will recover from any special effects or status conditions, and can no longer be affected by special effects and status conditions. So it can prevent confusion, burn, paralysis, or poison, which is helpful against, I don't know, maybe Poison Box or Monkey Door's Confusion, since unfortunately it's going to still be in play after rotation. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that even gets run in some decks. But I feel like it could, especially with like Mega Starmie or Mega Frostlass as well. But yeah, I just wanted to make that video. Alright, y'all stay safe.